don't know when I've last talked to you. It's been a hot minute or two.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either. I put out so many damn releases through last year into the fall, and well, I guess last year I put out the beginning of it. I put out the album part 1, then the album part 2, and now part 3, and the album's all done. So yeah, it's definitely probably been a while.
Okay, so let's talk about the album. It's coming out. The second part's coming out next week, Friday. I want to know all the things about it. Why you want to do it now? How you chose the songs for it? Just give me the whole story.
Yeah, I mean, it came out in parts, and I just wanted each song to have its moments. I wanted to. People don't listen to albums the same as they used to anymore. So it's not like a CD anymore. We just are a record. We just put it on there and play. It's playlisting. It's streaming. It's shuffling, not in order of how the album was meant to be heard. So I wanted each part to have its time to shine. You know, the first 7 songs on part 1, part 2 had 4 songs, part 3 has 4 songs. So this will be 4 new ones or 3 new ones with Drinking Beer, Talking God, Amen. And it's all over the map, like most of my stuff usually is, from Drinking Beer, Talking God, Amen to The Nights, to If I Didn't Have You. They're all different vibes, different sounds, but at the end of the day, it's all me. And it's just got so much on it. I mean, all the way from Forever to Go to Messy, to The Nights. It's got some real in it. It's got a lot of real stuff that I've lived in it, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, because this album is going to segue perfectly into my next full album that I'm going to drop a full album hopefully later this year too. So it's been a long ride through COVID, but it's finally done. We finally put it all into one project, and it's called the album.
Okay, so when you released the first part, you could have never imagined what the next year and a half would hold for you.
No, when we put out part 1, it was like, all right, let's go. Part 2, part 3. By the end of the year, we'll have part 4 and we'll be done. And then part 2 came out during COVID, because I, pushed that even back a little bit. Part 4 just went out the window. I was like, nope, not doing that again. And then part 3 it's time to shine. So sorry, I got a helicopter flying here. So
you're fine. Do you remember a moment last year when you were like, wow, like, this is really, COVID, this pandemic is really impacting my career in a big way, and your personal life, I'm sure. But do you remember a moment when that kind of sunk in for you?
Yeah, I was on my front porch, and my manager called and said, we think we're going to have some Tim McGraw dates possibly canceled. Possibly canceled turned real quick into, holy shit, what is going on? And I was on the front porch with my manager, and he said, doesn't matter. We're going to be fine. We're going to get some shows booked all year, and we're going to be able to keep the band full on, and everybody's going to be fine. And I just remember him saying that, and just thinking in my head, I was like, this doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound like this is actually going to happen. And of course it did not happen. So that was the moment I was like, oh man, this is not sounding good right now. So.
Okay, give me the story behind the song Drinking Beer, Talking God, Amen. I happen to be a huge FGL fan too. I don't know what this says about me, but as a middle-aged mom, I love them.
Oh, yeah. Why not?
Right? Give me the story behind that song.
Yeah, we wrote it in Lawrence, Kansas with Hunter Phelps, Corey Crowder, and Cale Dodds.
Couldn't get anybody better?
Huh?
Couldn't get anybody better?
So we were in Kansas. It was our last day of tour. We were all touring together, so we all spent a lot of time together, which was awesome. And then I posted it on Instagram, and Brian loved it right away. He just he said that it was awesome. He just kept listening to it, and then he was like, man, let's produce this thing. Let's get in there like we used to, grind, make the sounds, turn it into what we believe it should be. And as that happened, it turned into naturally, hey man, I'll tell you how we make this thing special. Why not y'all just sing on it? And that was kind of actually Brian's idea. And then I kept pushing, but yeah, it worked out perfectly. We haven't done music together in 10 years. So it's a perfect song. It's the perfect timing for the song, and it's clearly working. I mean, the song's flying up the charts. So it's fun to see the success so far.
And it's interesting because you and Tyler, am I right? Is it Tyler or Brian that you played Little League together?
Me and Brian.
You and Brian played. So you guys go like way back.
Yeah, we go way back to, childhood. I was in his music video for one of his solo songs yesterday. So he's loving doing music himself. it's cool to see. You know, they're still doing FGL. Tyler's done some stuff himself too. So it's like, why not just have the most success all around? They're on my song. They're on a couple other songs. So good for them. And I'm glad to be, you know, leading the charge on this one because it's turned out to be a huge song.
Chase, I feel like if there is a theme song to your career, it would be I Did It My Way. I remember first talking to you, I was with The Boot, and you were in some soundstage, and you were just getting started. And I feel like through all of this, and that was probably 8, 9, 10 years ago, you have just done it your way.
Yeah, and that's been a headache sometimes, but at the end of the day, I didn't have the best taste in my mouth when I moved to Nashville. I was like, man, this is how people are. It's almost like in Nashville, I don't know, the most success I've seen with people in Nashville are the people who were told no. And I don't know what that says about Nashville. I don't know why that is. But when I'm told no, it pisses me off. And now I have a puppy, so I'm going to have to learn a whole nother level of that, of being patient. But I'm not patient. I don't like being told no. And so when that happened, it was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to go. I'm going to go on the road. And it was the hard way. We have taken the hard road. But it's all leading to this moment we're having right now with the album coming out and Drink a Beer Talking God, you know, flying up the charts. And this is our third hit in a row now. So we're going to be, if it becomes that, which I believe it will. And it's finally all led to this moment, which is a perfect moment because now I know who I am. Now I know who I am as an artist, the songs, the person that I am. And I didn't know that in the beginning. So I had to take that long way to realize this is my moment now. Let's go.
I love it. And your moment is going to continue into next year because you're going on the road with Kane. And I think you're doing some solo shows too, right?
Yeah, we're going to be doing my headlining tour in the fall, outdoor, smaller amphitheaters and stuff, and some theaters and stuff like that. And then we're going to go right into the arena tour with Kane. So that's what we keep talking about a moment. It's like, that's what careers are. You have to stack them, and that's what you look back on a career. You're never going to have one like, holy hell, time for me, at least in my career. And I love that because I don't want to do that. I want to keep climbing, keep putting out great music and keep making the songs better. Because if it's not about the music, then none of it matters.
Awesome. Chase, I am a big fan of yours and I love how you're doing it. So I wish you all the best and come talk to me anytime.
Hey, thank you. And hopefully we'll do this again soon. I got more music coming.